No, I agree. Those guys in the 50s were like they were the real deal. Yeah. The 50s.
How exciting it is to watch those documentaries, well, because that's all we got to do, right? But the Buddy Holly story and some of the and a lot of the black artists finally getting to play to white crowds, and Elvis Presley, music was so new then, right? It's been around, music's been around forever, but not rock and roll, and not
the guitar, that solid body.
Not the guitar, not this. Yeah,
that's really what changed everything.
Actually, it just sends chills down my spine every time I watch one of these things. I just watched it was the one where Ollie and Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke, yeah, Sam Cooke, yeah.
Yeah.
And another guy, the football player. I don't know who he is though.
Yeah, that one on Netflix.
Yeah. They're three black guys, and then they're, I don't know, they're getting popular, right?
Yeah, and it's like One Night in Memphis or something like that. Was that
something like that? Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, the rock and roll or the music part of it always intrigues me, and I like that shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's good documentaries.
Yeah, it's good. I think everyone should watch documentaries, especially ones in the past, because it kind of like it's like where did things come from, Because if I only knew Blink 182, no, but I mean that's a stepping stone, right? But if I think they started it all, I'd be very wrong.
Yeah,
a lot of shit came before. I mean, let's be honest. And I think you ever listen to the Underground Garage, Little Steven's Underground Garage? Yeah. I mean, he says it absolutely the best way ever. He said there was the Ramones. There was the Ramones that influenced bands, and then there's bands that influenced the Ramones. And I think that's the, if you want to put a starting point, start there. But there's a lot of shit before that too, yeah.
Yeah, but I watched, there's a lot of good rock documentaries and even other stuff. Like there's one on Sam Cooke that's like an actual documentary about when he was shot. There's what else did I see recently? There's one on Robert Johnson and how he started that whole craze. What is it, like the blues?
Yeah.
And
that's a thing called the blues.
The blues. Yeah. I saw that one. That one's really good. There's but even regular documentaries, like there's a whole bunch of them that are just outstanding. Like there's that one on Netflix about that. I'll have to go back to it, I guess. The person that had the neck bomb.
I don't know about that.
Okay, so they put a neck bomb on this guy, and they tell him to go rob a bank. And
it's not a music thing.
What?
No,
it's not a music
thing.
No, it's a regular documentary. Yeah,
you're back to your killing people thing.
Yeah, that's where I went back. I looped it back. So, but
if I ever sleep at your house, I'm gonna sleep with my eyes open.
I don't blame you, really, because that's all that's on here is just headline news and documentaries.
All I do is listen to NPR and audiobooks. Like I'm like 60.
But they're like really interesting, some of these. And this guy like tried to rob a bank with a neck bomb on him, and his head blew off.
Oh no!
Go figure. So, but yeah, I like those music ones too. I had a whole bunch of them. Like I have I have that Johnny Thunders one, that Looking for Johnny. That one's good.
One. I love that one, man. That's a more recent one. That was a real good one.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that one.
And the Stiv Bators one, that one's good.
Stiv, is it just called Stiv?
Yeah.
That one too, yeah.
And the HR one.
Bad Brains? I don't think I saw
that one.
I don't
the Bad Brains one, that one was good. Wow, there's like so many good ones that just came out.
Did you catch Bomb City? That was a
yes.
Yes.
That was a great movie.
They were on that soundtrack plenty. They had like 3 or 4 tracks on there.
You did?
Yeah.
I think some of them that get ruined when they make movies, though. right? Like the Runaways.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
The CBGB movie.
Oh, I love the CBGB movie. You don't like it? I thought that.
I didn't see it.
I liked it.
It's like it's painful. I think some parts. That might as well have been a Dead Boys documentary, and it would have been acceptable.
That's why I loved it.
But if it was a Dead Boys documentary, it would have been an acceptable documentary. But it was supposed to be this CBGB movie, and it was just, I don't know. I think it was crap. But anyway, who am I to say?
I didn't see it. It's in my queue though. I'm supposed to.
Yeah, it's in your queue of things to hate.
So there was the La Bamba one was pretty good.
Oh, that was good. Yeah. So like those, that was. I think the best ones, in my opinion, are the Buddy Holly one and the La Bamba.
Yeah, I agree. Those ones were really good. They were. I don't know. There were some really shitty ones too. There were like the
Ray Charles one.
The Ray Charles one.
Yeah, Ray. That was a good one.
Good, right?
I love the song "The Mess Around," man. We gotta have the SDABs do the mess around.
Do the mess around, yeah.
Yes.
There was that one on Biggie, Notorious.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
that was okay.
So how about the Wu-Tang Saga? Oh my God, I got Renee on that shit, guys. We got some live comments. I don't know. We have plenty. We haven't been paying attention to them, but people are talking to us. Renee's there. I turned her on to the Wu-Tang show, dude. You guys,
Hi, Renee.
I love Wu-Tang, but you could never have heard a note of Wu-Tang's music. You watch this series, it is amazing, and it pretty much has nothing to do with the band. It's just them growing up. You don't even know what character's what. They're not like the RZA and the Jizza. They're like Bobby and Dennis. And but it's just kind of like a true crime story, growing up in the hood type thing. Fucking nuts. It was on Hulu. They got signed for a second season. The RZA writes it all, the main guy from the Wu. And no, it's fucking insane. Gotta catch it.
I have to check it out. It's in my queue too. I think that's why I got Hulu to check that out.
It's worth it.
Yeah, but I love the Wu-Tang.
Episode 4, my man. Oh, I can't tell you anything. No spoilers. But anybody knows that the Wu-Tang Saga TV series, episode 4. Whew, that is an episode right there.
I'm gonna have to start watching it tonight then.
You know what I liked, and they took it off the air, was Vinyl.
Vinyl.
It was on HBO. It was a TV series, and it was about the early. It was about a record company, right? And they're trying to sign bands, and it started out in the probably about 69, 70. And then it was progressing into like the New York Dolls and Ramones, and then it got canceled.
Oh shit!
What's that?
They canceled it right at the good part.
Right at the good part. But if you could watch it, it's pretty awesome. It has like David Bowie characters in it, and I can't think who's in it right now, but New York Dolls are in it. And,
fuck yeah, that's all I need. I'm there.
Yeah. Like really fun. Like just imagine what the record industry was back then in the 70s, and it's a whole shit ton of fun like that.
Is it like a regular show or is it a documentary?
It was a show.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I'm gonna have to look for that. I got cinema free.
Oh, Mick Jagger's son was an actor in it. He was in a band called Nasty Bits. This was fake, I think, but
Dick Jagger.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that you?
Maybe.
Oh, Dick Jagger. You had me there, dude. I felt it.
Well, check it out.
His name is Dick.
I think it was. I think it was done by Scorsese or something.
Oh shit!
It was big time. One of those big time. You got to look that up. Anyway, so what's these comments, Andrew?
Well, it's kind of it's hard. People are telling us to never trust the doctor. So people are talking about Chris
so we're gonna go back in time.
We got Jay on there, Renee, Lou from the Stolen Wheelchairs, Jay from Stomp Out. Shaq, fucking Milo from One Sided talking about gentrification, people talking about bath salts, saying that they rocked and they got a rap. That's what Rufus Red says. And yeah, a lot of it just hello from Dallas, from Merle, my man Merle, big Pogo fan, always buying our shit. We love you, Merle. And yeah, it's hard because people are just like, oh fuck yeah, haha, that's funny. So like we didn't see it live, so I don't know what they're referencing, but we appreciate all the comments and everyone watching. You guys should give us a share. John, you should give them a little radio reset. Tell them what this is we're doing here.
Yeah, this is like I started this show on Buzzsprout called No Topic Straight Talk with my friend Chris during the coronavirus, the very beginning of it. And we were just doing like little shows, just like, off of our computer, our laptop, just saying dumb shit. And it just, manifested into a whole bunch of other stuff. Like we might have had a topic, it went into another topic, like right now. Like we don't have anything straight to talk about. We're not talking about music or religion or anything like that. It's just all going together. So we had a really good time doing it. And this is kind of the first one we're doing like live and on video. So I think it's going pretty good. Andrew, you think so?
Oh, I'm having a blast, man. Fuck yeah. Dude, I love it.
Yeah.
I
So like,
it's great.
Yeah, me too. I think it's definitely going well. You could be my co-host. I could be your co-host. We could be co-hosts.
We could work things out. Yes. I mean, I'm always looking for things and doing more and anything that has to do with music. I've been like, I don't know. I don't know if people realize the amount of therapy I have had in my life, but like I was getting 12 hours of therapy a day for 18 months. So I'm really good at like looking in at myself. And I really think with my addict behavior, if you will, like I've really replaced like drugs and stuff like that with pretty much just like music in general,
right.
whether it's theory or the podcast, or it all really resolves around music. Like I was always hustling.
The big glass tube he's gonna suck on in a few seconds.
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Not a.
I was always chasing like money, you know what I mean, and drugs and shit. So like now I just chase like guitar pedals and listeners and microphones. But yeah, I mean that's really what I do. Like I'd go crazy. Like I'm way too hyper and high energy to not be in multiple bands and have multiple podcasts and multiple kids. Like I need if I don't have 47 things
like
going
Noah's
on,
Ark over there. There's two of everything.
Yeah, especially when Cunningham used to be around. Jesus Christ. Just an army of little girls under the age of like 9 taking over my house. But
no, I love music too. Music is the only thing that makes me happy ever. Like it could be, and that's why I wanted Mike to play the Buddy Holly song, because it reminded me of my father, and he passed away. And like I wanted it to be played, like for that, because I love Buddy Holly, but I don't want to get too sappy, so fuck it.
We're always here to please. Hey, you know what I always wonder, because and I always think about this. I'm like, because the songs I listen to, right, when I'm not, well, I mean, I use when I put on songs to listen to, right, it's mostly catchy punk rock and rock and roll, dirty song, whatever. But I wonder what people think the Blanks sound like. Do we sound like this? Could we be played next to the Rolling Stones, or are we more?
Mike, you couldn't be asking a bigger fanboy this question. Like, do I have to answer? Like.
Well, I kind of wonder, because if you go to Renee's house, right, and she'll entertain you for a little while, her playlist is going to be like these 80s pop hits. Yeah, I think Andrew knows.
I do know.
And if you go to Chad's house, he has an array of tastes, but it's going to go from Kiss to some Motorhead to some like blues.
Led Zeppelin. He loves Led Zeppelin.
Okay, yeah, that too.
John Bonham, especially, yeah.
Yeah. So and then Tim will be really into. I think Tim's more of the traditional early Oi sound, and he loves the Damned, so I think
that weird.
Like the Damned?
Yeah, that Tim loved the Damned. Like that would not have been because the Damned are definitely not even anywhere close to one of my favorite bands. And I grew up listening to the Stabs record and being like, that is the best thing ever, and because of the guitar mainly. And it's so I wouldn't have guessed that the guy playing the guitar.
Yeah. Okay.
But some of the stuff more of it's not their song, but a Jet Boy, Jet Girl type thing. That's what I'm all about. But
yeah. So I don't know. What do you think? Where?
I think you guys that's why I kind of got into your music, not to be like a weird fan or something, but I'm a
fan. I like it. I like certain songs we have.
Yeah, no, that's why I got into it, because it was so different at the time than what I was listening to.
Oh.
Well, for me at the time, I was 17, 18, and I was still kind of not familiar with everything, and
you show up at the Stalag 13, all of 18 years old, with $5 in your pocket, and you're like, all right, let's have fun tonight.
Yeah, and that's really, we found I remember I had this shirt of dude, and he's got a gun holding up, and he's standing up against a brick wall.
That was your first album. Yeah.
Oh, Killer Blank shirt, yeah.
Yeah, that one, but there was another one too. I forget what it was, but yeah, I had those too. I think it was totally can't stand next to the Rolling Stones. No way, it's in the genre somewhere else. I think.
I basically created a whole radio station around Blank 77. I literally thought to myself. Now, this is a compliment, but I literally thought to myself when I was making it up, I was like, if I had a radio show, there is always that band on the radio that they play just too much, and around here on ZZO, it's always Van Halen or AC/DC, and I love AC/DC, and I was like, well, if I had a radio show, that band would be Blanks, and that's basically what it was. So that's why, especially, not so much anymore, but just simply because I got out of the habit and forgot to. But for the first 3 years, there is literally a Blank song in every episode. Only one. Sometimes there's 12. But for the first 3 years, there's a Blank song in every episode. And I really wanted that to be our Van Halen or AC/DC, just the band that gets played so many goddamn times, but it's because they're so goddamn awesome, and and that's what they want to hear, and it just encapsulates the entire genre of the station as a whole. Because I know for me, when a lot of people, you say pogo, a lot of people think different things. A lot of people think the Japanese pogo type thing, but for me, it was always pogo because of the total fucking pogo punk on the back of the album. So I hear pogo, I see pogo definition Blank 77. That's where my brain went. So I was pretty much building a whole station off of your little band.
Yeah. Do you guys? I don't know if you remember.
Under the screen right now, you guys can't see it, but
I don't know if you remember Rockaway Beach. The record store. It was a record store, and it had its own radio station in New Jersey. It's called Rockaway Beach, and it had its own TV station. And when I was 18 years old or something, I would go there all the time, and they asked me to introduce Up the System. And so I was on their TV show, and I did that. So that was pretty cool because they knew I was a fan. I would be in there all the time, buying vinyl and shit. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, there you got your praise right there. Fuck yourself.
Well, I wasn't really looking for praise. I just wanted to see what what other folks thought about what style are we?
Pogo.
Because I think when we started, we thought, oh, we're going to be a 77 style punk rock band. I don't think we are a 77 style punk rock band. We are a little harder. But we're not exploited hard.
And you're not like the Casualties or the Unseen. You're more 77 than a lot of those other 90s street punk things, but you're not the Ramones either. I always said you were the Dead Boys. That's what I thought. You didn't hit the Ramones, because the Ramones, you think about it, the Ramones are more the Beach Boys. The Dead Boys are the Rolling Stones. You guys were more the Dead Boys, the Rolling Stones. Not so much the Beach Boys, the Ramones, to me, at least.
I kind of get that.
I guess I'll never know the answer.
You guys have like another show planned, right?
We do. Yeah, it just got announced. So Blanks are going to play in September. I believe it's September 12th. It's a Friday out in near Pittsburgh.
I'm just to coattail my way onto that show as we speak.
Yeah, do it whatever you have to. So we're gonna be out there. It's called Camp Punksylvania. So there'll be camping involved from Thursday to Sunday, I believe, and a shit ton of bands and
4th of July weekend, right?
What?
It's 4th of July weekend, right?
No, it's September. It's the weekend. Yeah. Yeah, September 12th, also known as 4th of July weekend.
Jesus Christ.
Either way. So it's going to be Blanks. I know Stone Wheelchairs are playing that show, and the Queers are playing, and Antagonizers. What?
And question marks, and to be announced.
Question mark. I don't know who I didn't ask who. Do I care who the question mark is? I guess not. But yes.
The Queers are playing too?
Queers are playing, Antagonizers, us, Stone Wheelchairs, some other bands. I don't have the list in front of me.
I don't think they've all been announced, or maybe, so it's a lot though. But I was talking to the chick Laura. She was actually ordering
Laura
sided 7-inch. So as I was sending it to her, I was like, "Oh, hey, by the way,
yeah,
drops off." But yeah, I'm trying to get us next in line. She says we're next in line. It's full, but if anybody drops off one side, it's going to be right on there yelling about Adderall and shit.
Well, hey, listen, they already have a guitar player that's in one of the bands playing.
And a drummer. Milo Stone Wheelchairs.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he's the singer.
Yeah, so only a couple tag-alongs. Yeah.
I liked that kid band that was there the other day. Was that Reaching Out?
Oh, I don't know about that. No, I don't mean that. I just thought it was cute. What were they called?
Reaching Out, I think.
Yeah, this kid band comes and played, and then they all had X's on their hand.
Yeah, they're all
like, I thought that was over with. Come on.
Yeah, especially if you're 15.
I know, if you're fit. You know what I wanted to do at 15? Drink. I didn't know what an X meant. I don't know where these kids get off.
I wanted to get $40 prostitutes at 15.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. What grade are you in at 15? I don't remember.
10th, 9th, 10th.
10th.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Oh, I'm in 9th, 10th grade. Oh, I want to be celibate and I want to not drink or do anything like that.
You'll never know.
The exact opposite.
Yeah, that's like your whole goal in life.
Yes, exactly.
Like, this is what I want to do with my life. I want to get fucked up.
Rock, not monk rock. Yes, exactly.
You don't know at that age.
Not that I'm saying 15-year-olds should be partying. I was 15. That's what I was doing.
I think they should be. I think it's normal that they would want to not.
Yeah. No.
Sorry.
I wanted to. But look at what happened to me. Yeah, I was an addict for a long time in prison.
Well,
I was
not
shot.
everyone becomes an addict.
Right. Yeah, they could do it responsibly without the X's.
Yes. Yes.
But it's
Yeah.
You know what? You're 15. You really shouldn't be drinking anyway. You don't have to announce. You don't have to preach to me. I don't know if they preach. I don't think they preach.
That was the same thing when I was like, even when I'd be like 18, 19, and I'd see like some 12-year-old skinhead, and I'd be like, "You're not old enough to have working papers. How are you a skinhead?" But
it's just
that's just what you do, though. You're a kid. I was doing that. You know what I mean? I wasn't a skinhead, but
no. But the band they were
straight edge things.
They were quite good.
It's just trendy things. It's just trendy things. I think that was also the whole straight edge.
Trendy? You think putting X's on your head is trendy these days?
Well, I mean, to that scene, it is. That makes
what
you.
Scene? I never saw these. Come on. Am I missing out on something? Or is there a big straight edge scene out there that I'm not hearing about anymore?
I think the hardcore scene has a little bit more of a straight edge, like wing, if you will, because I think kind of the whole thing behind straight edge is some of them is like, oh, we're so pissed off and we don't do drugs, so we're extra angry. So then they get into that hardcore shit where you and me, you're playing like party rock and roll, can't stand up, having a good time. They want to be punching the wall. So I think like the straight edge scene has a little bit more life in the hardcore scene because I think it's like, we can't jerk off, we're angry, like that kind of.
I'm jerking off. I don't care. The first thing I do after a night, you know.
He was jerking off when I was talking about Blanx before. That's what he
The last straight edge band I heard was like Earth Crisis. I was like, such a long
band,
time ago.
exactly. More of a punk. It's hardcore, exactly.
Yeah, that was like such a long time ago, right?
They did a lot of covers, I thought, and they were pretty popular covers.
Who, Earth Crisis?
No, the band on fucking Saturday.
Yeah. What did they cover?
I don't know. I think they did Minor Threat. I don't know.
Well, that's like the straight edge band.
Yeah, but I thought I heard a few covers from them.
Yeah, I think they were
have the best memory ever anymore.
Yeah, I kind of remember the covers too. And then they had somebody come out and sing with them. Who was that? Nobody know?
I don't know where. I missed all of this. None of this rings a bell. I didn't see the Kid Band. I didn't see the X's. I didn't hear Minor Threat.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea where I was for any of this.
They had jackets and everything, and then they had pink ladies.
I missed all of this.
The Thunderbirds and the pink ladies.
The Thunderbirds and the pink ladies. Beauty school dropout.
I know. You know what? They're gonna kick our ass.
They're gonna get all big and angry and straight edge on us.
I know. They're gonna grow up. They're not done growing, right? They're gonna go to Camp Punksylvania and kick our fucking ass.
Are they messaging right now? No, they're not on there right now? Okay, good. Any more good messages?
I'm not making fun either. I'm just saying it was interesting.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen a straight edge band in a while.
No.
I guess
the Dead Boys rock. Yes, they do. That's a comment.
There you go.
Hookers and blow. I'm gonna heart that comment. We got some fuck yeah dudes. Mostly stuff like that. Mostly like fuck yeah, hell yeah, shit yeah, stuff like that.
Does it say how many people are watching?
We have 42 comments and 10 shares. And currently, there are 3 people watching.
Oh, 3. Is it
us? All 3 of us.
Is it us?
No, we had more before. We had a bunch more before, though.
We lost a few when we got nailed to the X.
Yeah.
We've been on for like an hour and a half.
That's what happens because that's what's good about like the whole Facebook thing. Just my opinion, real quick. Fucking people when they go live and shit like that, they want to go like they live on YouTube, except their YouTube has like 10 subscribers. so then no one sees the live feed. Your Facebook thing is bigger. But that being said, when we shared this at the beginning, we had like 20 people watching because we were popping up in news feeds. But now it's been an hour. Things have been shared. We're pushed down the news feed. People aren't scrolling through, catching it live as it goes on. But basically, when you have a bunch of shares in the beginning, everybody's watching, and then, you end up pushed down the feed.
It's okay. I'm going to watch the whole damn thing tomorrow.
But we're going to put the thing, anybody who's watching live now or listening to the podcast, because I forgot we are simultaneously recording the podcast, so John can upload this the regular way he does his show all the time. We are also, I believe, as long as there's no technical difficulties, I believe we are recording this video as of now, and it is uploaded on YouTube. So go look for the link and go watch it and share it and blow us. If you ever see us, come thank us with blowjobs. That's all we ask. That's all we ask.
Even if you're,
it's not a lot. It's not even that hard of a deal.
It's not even a hard task, to be honest.
I'll even throw you $40.
Yeah, $40 enough.
It's not bad, right?
Is that all they're asking over down there in Florida?
$40. Better than my man $4. My man $4. Sean.
Yeah. Oh, Sean will only give you.
Yeah.
Well, Sean will only take 4 or give you 4.
No, he definitely doesn't give.
Oh, he only needs 4. That doesn't get him to his next deal.
One time I was in New York City and I was walking down the road and I needed some dope, but go figure. But I only had $3 in my pocket and I was really hungry and I needed 20. So this car pulls up to me. It's a woman. Let me just preface that. Okay. And she's like, how much? And I was like, for what? She's like, for you. And I was like, $17 in a cheeseburger. Get in. Come on, get in. So I sold myself for that,
Oh, that's pretty hot. How was it?
For cheaper.
She was a lawyer.
Okay.
And, she was 40 something. I think I was 19. And she was pretty cool. And she wound up what?
You have to post 19-year-old you right here.
It's a little bit skinnier. That's all. A little bit skinnier.
I think we should see it.
A little bit more strung out looking.
Yeah, I wish I had a picture of me back then.
Right,
Probably do. I mean, I'd have to go find it, but just imagine for a second.
If he sends me one, it's on the screen now. But if he didn't send me one, there's nothing there.
I'd have to go get it really fast. You want me to go?
Okay, go ahead. We'll talk amongst ourselves.
Okay, talk about me. Talk about me for a second.
I think the 3 fans want to know.
The fans want to know. But so we're just chilling here on the channel. John's show, no topic, straight talk. But you should give his page a follow and everything. This is the first time he's going live, the first time doing video, but he has several episodes. I know the show is available on Spotify for sure. I'm pretty sure it's on iTunes as well. But no topic, straight talk is the name of the show. Me and Mike are the guests today. And, we've been talking about the show this past weekend. We've been talking about the stuff we got going on in the future. And
John's looking up his old 19-year-old OnlyFans page.
Okay. All right.
Back on MySpace.
There I am.
Hold it up a little, go up higher.
See me?
Well, I don't know if you deserve the cheeseburger, but okay.
I deserve the $17 though. I mean,
$17. All right. So what entailed after? If you don't mind talking about it.
No, I don't mind talking about it. She would let me stay at her place. It was really nice.
Where did she live?
I think it was in the Upper West Side.
What kind of apartment or house?
It was really swanky apartment.
West Side, I would imagine. Shit.
Yeah, it was really nice. She had doorman. Yep, doorman. 2 stories.
You leave out a lot of details.
Okay, what else? All right, there was a doorman. I believe that it was like right next. It had a parking garage, I think. So that's good.
Elevator.
Loving an elevator.
You don't remember?
Of course, there was an elevator. It was like gold plated.
No, he walked up 43 flights of stairs.
He went up, you know who it was? It was who was Trump married to before the new one?
Started with an M, didn't it?
Melania is now. I don't know about
Melania.
Wasn't there like a Marlena or something?
I think he's right, Melena or something like that. I don't know, but Google's gonna tell me. Ivana.
Oh,
and Marla Maples.
Marla Maples. Yeah. You did Marla Maples.
90s. Ivana was first since 77 to 92. Then he married Marla Maples.
I'm picturing Marla Maples picked you up. Okay, go ahead.
She could have been like that.
Yeah, all right.
She was pretty. She wasn't bad for 40 something. So she would take me over her place, and I would stay there. And she had like a nice fireplace, a 2-story apartment, and she used to play like slow jams a lot.
Okay.
Hot 97.
This is one time.
No.
Ah!
No.
More?
Yeah, more. I did it for like a few weeks.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Every time $17 and a cheeseburger.
No, back then like black tar heroin was like $20 for like
the price a little.
Yeah,
I need $3 more this time.
Yeah, you can't beat that. All of this for $20. You know, so but she used to get me 3 of them a day, lay them out on the counter like little red balloons.
She got it for you
out west.
Yeah, well, I mean,
the west side. That's how it was back then.
Yeah.
Back in the day. That's not how it was when I was there, but okay.
How was it when you were there?
Like more like wax paper bag China white type shit.
Oh, well, this was like black tar.
I've never actually seen what you're talking about outside of like the movie.
Well, you never got picked up by Marla Maples, now did you, Andrew?
I don't know if she would go to get it or if she had somebody go get it, but I would be usually in bed or, and then I would wake up and there would be these 3 balloons. So, I mean, I stayed there for a while.
I stayed there too.
How long did you stay at her apartment?
Probably like a few weeks.
Until she stopped giving him dope. That's how long I stayed for too.
I overstayed my welcome.
See, Mike didn't go down that exact turn.
I missed out.
I think about that all the time. I'm like, if I didn't do dope, I'd have been like touring fucking Asia and Europe and shit. That's what I'd have been doing. Like, I'm lucky that I get to have fun now. I feel like most people would have ended up dead. But like, if I didn't do that, then I would have been Johnny Thunders then. That's what would have happened. At least that's what I tell myself.
But you would have been dead like Johnny Thunders too.
Yeah, probably though. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And a pretzel.
So, John,
under my table.
Yeah.
let me just back to the subject.
Yeah.
So you were there for a few weeks, or you thought were a few weeks.
Could have been a few days. Who knows?
Okay. So you're there for whatever. Did you ever go back after you left?
No.
Oh.
I never went back because we had I guess we had like a little falling out.
What happened? What'd you do? Steal her?
No, I guess I just overstayed my welcome. I don't know. I was high all the time. She was supplying it though, so
she got tired of it, gave him the boot.
Yeah.
Did she do it as well?
No, she was like a lawyer.
See, that's what you can leech on these people, and they think they're like helping you, but they're actually enabling you.
Oh,
and,
sure.
Well, take advantage
this woman
of
bought it for him.
Like
I can see she gives you the Andrew, but I could see she gives him the money to go get it. But
I guess he's got that good dick, Mike. He's got that good dick.
Yeah, but she went to get it for him. I got it. All right. John, please show us your dick, because
Mike's like, I have to know.
Does this thing curve up or down or like circles or something? I don't know. This is
It's like a hook.
Yeah, is it one of those things?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it was anything special. I mean, I was doped up, so I mean, who knows? It could have been hours long for all I know. I was doped up the whole time, but I guess I overstayed my welcome, and I blew that great experience and that opportunity.
Well, I mean, you milked it for a little at least. You got something out of it.
I did. I tried.
Well, in his mind, it was a few weeks. So
who knows?
I think it was like 4th of July weekend, like in September, something like that.
Yeah. I remember.
July weekend. Yes.
We got one of those coming up.
Yeah.
Camp Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I always had this great way of like falling ass backwards into a perfect situation. So that was one of them. Like I've been in bad situations and people have just, I had this woman one time, she invited me to stay with her. She was like, hey, do you want to come over and watch TV? Because I didn't have a TV and sit in our air conditioning. So I was like, yeah, sure. I'll just go over there. And like, one day turned into like 4 months. After like by 4 months, I was taking her like social security check and like, spending her money. I think I sold her car.
If they're giving you gold, steal their platinum. Like,
yeah, why would you want me at your house? But I did some pretty shitty stuff, and but that was my way of like, I don't know, escaping, I guess, a bad situation. Making it a little bit better. And unfortunately, it was to the expense of other people. But what are you going to do?
Temporarily.
Yeah.
You take shit away, it makes shit worse. But it just makes you numb to it and blind to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I got sober 3 years ago, I was in a here we go. I was in a pretty good relationship. I lived with 3 kids that I thought were like my own, and I got sober, and like she had like no more use for me. So like as soon as I got sober, she didn't want to like help me or think she was helping me by like keeping me down, and I never felt anything like that. So after that, the relationship changed. And I wasn't a part of it anymore. So, that whole time, who knows what she was doing? Well, I mean, I know what she was doing. Some other dude. But, but at least I got sober out of it.
There you go. So you find the positive. Yeah. Mike's like, can we get on that party train?
Is that an X? Okay. Yeah.
So John, do you smoke weed or are you 100% sober?
Just sober. Yeah, just sober.
Wow.
Yeah. I got on Vivitrol, and you know what that is,
shot
right?
That's good for like 6 months.
Yeah, it's good for like it's good for like a month, the shot, and then you got to go back. But now they're giving me pills for it because I'm in Florida. So I eat the pills, but it's a blocker. It's like an opiate blocker. It's an alcohol blocker. And as soon as I did it, like my neuron receptors started to come back, my serotonin levels, my dopamine, and I started feeling feelings again. So, it was good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'd love to go out and party sometimes. I really would, but I know where it would lead me, So right now I'm trying to do the right thing, and therefore like I'm doing all these other great things that I never thought I'd be doing ever, like writing this book, or here in Florida I got an opportunity to go to Hawaii in a few months to live for like $900 a month, like right on the shore there, right on the Pacific. So it's things that I never would have done. I would have never even left my my yard if I was still using.
Yeah, exactly. Like accomplish so much more. I mean, I'm in the exact same situation, but what's the book about?
It's like a memoir almost. It starts off.
I love memoirs.
I'll have to send you some of it. I think it's pretty good. It's kind of like weird. It starts off where I was in prison, and then it goes back to like this one specific day, and it's built off of this one specific day, and it kind of like branches off into different ideas. So it switches from like the past back to that day, forward to like following that day along, and that's how I'm writing it. I've never seen a book wrote that way, or written, I believe. I don't know. Okay, written. I've never seen a book written that way, so I'm stoked for it. Because I read some of those books sometimes, and those memoirs, and those like J.T. Leroy wrote a lot of them. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, her. No. Yeah, you should check him out. She is really good. She had like a like a fake name, an alias. Shit, there's like a whole bunch of them. They made Baby Boy, I think it was, the movie about Nick Sheff's book. Anyway, there's like a lot of good memoirs like along the same vein, I guess. But I've never seen anything written like this. So I'll have to send you some stuff.
Yeah. Do you have a title yet?
It's called A True Story of Fiction.
Oh, that's interesting. Cool.
Because it's all real, but you can't tell what's real. You know, you might question it and be like, "What? She was giving you 3 balloons of heroin a day? What? Is that true?"
Oh, I hear you, man. I got stories like that too, but it's like I know it was real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, not only that, dude. It's like sometimes these stories that are in my mind right now are like funny to me almost. You know, like I could find humor in the bad things that happen.
Yeah, you make light of them. Yeah, you got to. It's fun. It's also part of a coping mechanism, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I could laugh at these things like I was shot before, and like, you know, that's like something that I could just like haha about, you know.
Yeah. What was that, like a deal or something? How'd you end up shot?
My friend went to we went to this place like a Section 8 apartment complex, and we were looking for fentanyl. This was like a long time ago. And so he went in the building, he took $100 from me. He went in the building, he said he'll be back in 10 minutes. It turns into like an hour. And I'm like kind of concerned maybe there's something wrong with him. So I go up to go walk up the steps, and there's 2 guys there. And I was like, "Hey, did you see like a tall guy, tattoos on his face, you know, like shit like that?" And they were like, "No, we ain't seen nobody like that before." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I started backing up, like "I'm sorry, guys. I didn't want anything. I'm sorry." So I started backing up, and then I started like, my car was like 100 yards away. So then I started like running as fast as I can. And then I heard like pop, pop, pop. And like one like zooms by my head. And then like I had a little 22 in my pocket. So I pulled out the 22. And then I heard like pop.
We're bleeding through for some reason. Get, I got off now.
Okay, all right. So I had a little 22 in my pocket, and I start to pull the 22 out, but my arm's numb. I can't feel it, you know? So I grab it and I hold it up like this, and I just go like pop, pop, pop like that. Couldn't hear out of my ear for like the next week or so.
You're right there. Shit.
Yeah,
man.
But it stopped. They stopped shooting, and I didn't look behind me. I just jumped in my car, and when I jumped in my car, like my whole arm was bleeding down. Like, I don't know if you could see it still. It's like, where is it? It's right there. There's like a discoloration.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. You can see like a little bit of a raise too.
Yeah. Like Mike, you can see it. Stop bullshitting.
Like
Take your glasses off. So I didn't go to the hospital, and I didn't go to the police.
You didn't go to the hospital? Oh shit, that's some hardcore shit right there. I mean, that is some shit right there. I didn't want going to the police, but you didn't even go to the hospital. Yeah, that's some shit.
I didn't want them to be like, "Hey, where'd this happen? What happened here?"
Yeah, good for you, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a snitch, you know. So I packed it. I packed it all with gauze, and you know, I cleaned it out with like Bactine and alcohol, and that burned really bad. And within like, you know, it was like that big, really, it was whole that big. And so when it finally healed, you know, it kind of just like it went through. It wasn't like
you didn't get some like infection though.
I know.
I mean, something like that where they ended up like amputating your arm or some shit. I actually knew somebody back in my days. It was funny. You're talking about running through the projects. I'm having flashbacks. Fucking, I didn't get shot at though. Not that I had guns pulled on me, but I never actually got shot at. But fucking same thing. Like I don't even know. I lost my train of thought. But with you like not getting an infection or something, that's nuts. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. My boys, they were in this meth house, right? And they lived in, it was their house, and it ends up catching on fire. It doesn't blow up, catches on fire. They're like making something in a ceramic or whatever, I don't know. And it explodes a little, like a big boom in the dude's face real quick, like a little personal explosion. And the guy like throws it, and I think he went like back to it, and that's like when it exploded like a second time. And he ends up inhaling all this glass and all these chemicals, and the cops were actually right outside. They were getting ready to raid the house like a couple hours later. Probably saved everything because they saw it like start burning and shit. The house like literally caught on fire, and so they pull everybody out. He's in the hospital, and they actually like broke him out of the hospital. Like he went right into an ambulance because he was like so fucked up, and they didn't actually do the raid. They didn't actually get to the raid. So right now he's just like a victim. They don't have anything on him. So they like run him out of the hospital, and they had him hidden for like a couple weeks. They went into a hospital and stole all these supplies and shit, and they were keeping him in this chick's basement. These two like dudes trying to keep him like sane and like not dying. And I don't know how, I knew everybody involved. I don't know how long he lasted on the streets, but he eventually turned himself in at the hospital. He was in too much pain, turned himself in, and he ended up getting like 8 years or some shit too. Yeah, all burned up.
Yeah, I mean that's hard.
And suffering for however long he was at, because I know they didn't really, I mean, I'm sure they were using heroin and shit, but it's not like they had a bunch of drugs that they could steal from the hospital. They were stealing like gauze and shit. You know what I mean?
Right, right. I had
get to the important shit.
My house had a really bad fire in it too, and kind of exploded because my mom had oxygen containers in there. So the whole thing, she was smoking next to it, it exploded, and like the house started to burn down. But I didn't have a place to go for a little bit there, so I went back to the house.
What's with everyone that has oxygen smokes?
It's flammable. Well, that's why they have oxygen. It's bad for you.
Yeah, that's why she was on oxygen because of her smoking. Yeah, so I went back to the house after the fire happened because I was homeless, and it became like a drug house. Like everybody knew it. You know, this was like a squat. Everybody's going to go there and get high. And then after a while, it became really hot, and I was sitting on my front steps, and I see cops out there, and they could just come up to the door, and they're like, "Hey, what's going on in there?" I'm like, "You got a warrant?" No. And they just walked right in. And they found like a half ounce of cocaine. They found, and then they found 2 guns. And I was like, it's not my cocaine, you know, whatever. I'm not going to get arrested for this. No, I got arrested for it. I had like $100,000 bail, like 10 years for each gun, and like 5 years for the drugs. I was facing like 25 years.
What state?
Delaware. That's when I lived in Delaware. And so I was facing like 25 years. They gave me 2.5, and I did like 19 months on it, and then I did a few other months. But when they released me, this was cool. They released me, and the judge was like, "You're being released today under one condition." I was like, "Sure, what is it?" He's like, "Do not come back to Delaware. Get out of Delaware." And I was like, "Whoa, sweet. All right, cool."
That happened to me in New York. Yep.
I don't want to come back here anyway, you know? So, but yeah, the fire thing, all of that shit just spirals out of control. Like once you're doing those things, like you just can't stop. You have to be put to a stop sometimes, you know? And that's what happened with me.
Yeah, absolutely. You end up locked up and you're put to a stop.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It was
So is it a good thing to get locked up?
How long did you do, Andrew?
I the longest I did straight.
Well, it doesn't matter about the time, but would you have stopped the drugs? Would you stop the behavior?
Yeah, I think I would have, because I mean I got locked up. I've been locked up close to 10 times, and like it didn't stop me any of the earlier ones. So you know what I mean. I stopped. Anybody's gonna stop when they feel like it. I got bored. I was stupid. I thought like shit was cool. I thought shit was fun. Like, and I mean at a young age, like as a young kid. Like I thought it was like cool to do drugs and stuff. So I got myself in a bunch of trouble. You know what I mean? And but I basically was in that life to have a good time and to party, but it wasn't fun anymore. Like, do you know what I mean? Every time I got out of jail, I had less and less. like the first time I got out of jail. The first time I got out of jail, I came home. It wasn't that much different. You know, some things were different, but it wasn't that much different. But every time I would come home to less, people would be dead. People would be locked up. Your girl was always fucking everybody she knew. You know what I mean? And it was just like, no, I got into this because I wanted to party and have fun. This isn't partying and having fun. Like, I don't even go to punk shows anymore. I just sit there and I'm trying to scrounge up money to get whatever. You know what I mean? I was like, I want to party. Like, I want to party. Party is having fun. Me dying in the corner is not partying. Me dying in a cell is not partying. So literally, I know this is crazy, but wanting to party is what got me off of heroin, which makes no sense whatsoever. But I wanted to have a good time. I wanted to get a party again. You know what I mean? I wanted to live like a rock star. I wasn't living like a rock star. I was living like a crackhead. Do you know what I mean? So like, and that just wasn't enjoyable to me anymore.
No, plus you're trying to find that first time again, and you're never going to find that first time. But you always think like, oh, this next time is going to be just like the first time. I'm going to get so high and feel so good. But it never happens like that. For me, I wanted to get off of it because it started to get like passe. Like a lot of, like, it was just getting popular, and I just, you know, I don't know. I just didn't want to be a part of that anymore, you know? So plus I had like a family to take care of and shit. So I was just like doing that stuff, but also like, you know, I was doing it for so long. I just wanted to stop, you know, I was getting arrested. I was doing time. I was, you know, being in hospitals. I was losing all my friends. I didn't have any family left. You know, I didn't have any possessions left, all that shit. So
these 15-year-olds are onto something. I take it all back.
Yeah,
Put
they
the
are.
X's on your hands.
Yeah.
I'm going there. I'm going that route.
With his sex, drugs, and alcohol band shirt. So, Mike, when we gonna get Chad to rock out with you, me, Tim, and Brock? When's that gonna happen?
Oh, Andrew, you know, you always come up with the hard questions.
Yeah. If I talk to Chad, he says it's you, and if I talk to you, I feel like you'll say it's Chad. So I don't know. When I feel like with COVID having shut everything down for so long, I feel like there's plenty of time for the stabs. I feel like there's plenty of time for the stabs, and I feel like the stabs should definitely be on that PoGo release to some capacity, because that's just too fucking simple. But I don't know why the stabs wouldn't play a show. I mean, yeah, especially like that Hellbound Hitman band that was on last weekend with that chick playing the double bass. Fuck yeah. Chick with some fishnets and leg tattoos playing a stand-up bass.
I know, but what a bitch. Oh, hey guys, want to play a show? Oh yeah, let me bring this fucking thing.
That's why Leo Fender designed the precision bass. And the precision bass is called the precision bass because they added the frets. He did that. Fender put the frets, turned it into a guitar body, and so the bass player could come to the front. And also, after they amplified the guitar, they were still at the mercy of the bass. So the bass needed to be amplified smaller and out front.
Yeah, but that big-ass bass looks cool.
It does. It does look cool.
It's a pain in the ass to get places, but it looks really cool.
It's quiet as fuck. It's really hard to play.
I've become like a monk, you know, like one of these minimalist monk kind of people. Like I'm very calm and at peace, and I only need about 45 minutes of chaos in my life every once in a while, you know, and that's to play a show, you know. And
how'd you get there, Mike?
I got a ride from Renee.
No, I mean from your peaceful place.
Oh,
I didn't get that ride from Renee, that's for sure.
Oh no, you're right on that one. How did I get there?
Yeah, because that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, just got to surround yourself with the right people, I think.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, and enjoy yourself, and I don't know, and I don't have a lot of advice for anyone. I don't.
That's
no,
good.
What is told to you, right? You gotta love yourself before you can love someone else. You gotta, take care of yourself, or else your life's gonna turn to shit.
Right.
And you're on the right path, right?
Yeah. I think so.
And you know what? This kind of forum is good for you, especially the two of you.
Yeah.
You don't fucking shut up. Like, did I get a word in this whole time? It's been 2 fucking hours.
Well, you have the floor now.
Oh, yeah. Now I get to say something. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like,